So if you want to get more reviews, one of the easiest ways to do it, as you probably know, is to send follow-up emails to your customers asking them to leave a review. Now, this obviously doesn't work as well as it used to because everyone's doing it and customers are getting more emails than ever, but there's still very easy and quick ways you could improve it. Now, when you're sending an email, there's two important things that you need to know. First is for every 100 emails you send, how many people actually open it, and then for every 100 emails you send, how many people actually go and post a review. So fixing the second part, which is how many people go and post a review, can be done. You basically, it's dependent on your copy and what you write in the email and the service you provide and all those things, which is a subject for another video. But in this video, I'm going to focus on the headlines, which is a lot easier to improve and to get results very quick by changing a few words or coming up with new words on the headline. Because remember, when your customer gets an email, first thing they look at is the headline, and if it's not interesting and doesn't make them curious, they're just not going to open the email. And if they didn't open the email, it's as if you never sent it. So it's just a waste of time. So definitely when you're sending emails, you should be testing your headlines to make sure that you are getting the highest open rate that you can on all your emails. Now, an easy way to do that is to use a program that lets you A/B test your headlines, which means you have one headline that you get a 20% open rate, for example, and then you could test that against another headline. And what the program does is it sends half your customers the email with the first headline and the other half of your customers the email with the second headline, and then measures the performance of them against each other. And that's how you get open rates such as 51%, 48%, 58%. Obviously, this is Amazon Canada, so open rates there are generally higher just because less people are sending emails. But the point is still the same. Initially, when you just come up with a regular headline, your open rates may be 20, 30%. But then as you go ahead and you start testing the different headlines, you could see over here that you could test 3 headlines against each other. 1, 2, 3. And then the program will basically split your emails into 3 groups, and each group will get a different headline, and then it will show you which headline performs best. And then you take that headline and you use it on all your emails. And now you went from, if previously you were getting 20% open rate, so for every 100 people, only 20 people were opening it, and you managed to test and find a headline that gets an average open rate of 40%, you just doubled your chances of getting more reviews, because now instead of 20 people opening your emails, every time you send the email to 100 people, 40 people open your emails. And overall, you could continue doing this many times and eventually get your open rates much higher. I've seen people with open rates as high as 60 and 65, maybe even 70%. Obviously, it depends on the niche and the product, but it's definitely doable and something you should be doing. If you're not doing this, you're really losing out.